Hi everyone and welcome back to Love Molinar. How is everyone doing? So I've been doing these little podcasts because I had written out my energy reports and then they got stacked up so much that I wanted to do a video, but instead I'm just going to do these little podcasts, which is nice. I haven't done podcasts in a while. So this podcast, I should entitle it The Eyes. Who's watching who? Someone's spying. So I don't know if you have already been noticing this or you're about to start noticing this. You are going to start seeing eyes everywhere, just eyes. Sometimes it's going to be one eye. Other times it's going to be the spiritual symbol for the third eye, and for the third eye and for peace. And it's just going to be literally two pairs of eyes. But you are going to start to see eyes jumping out at you, whether it's going to be tattoos on someone's body, on the back of a shirt, a billboard, eyes. And I feel that it's the universe's way of letting us know there's three categories that these eyes are going to fall into. Number one, come on, our number one. Number one, it's the new soul connections. So it's either you or your soulmate, this person that you've met, that you guys are very zzz, you've got that going on, and they're looking online at you, and they're doing it in a way to get to know you, and to see a little bit about who you are and what you're about. I feel for some reason that the people that are doing this, I feel like they're not able to either ask this person outright certain things. So, or it just popped into my head, silly old me. I forgot the new way to date now is to go on people's social medias and to see what they're about. Yes. So this person is doing this. But yeah, they're doing it in a sincere way. They think you're hot. They think you're sexy. You want to get down with them. They want to get down with you. They want to get down with you as much as you would like, if not more so, depending on who's watching this. Who's listening to this. So that's one. Second is, and do we really, I hate to bring it up, but for some people, this is going to be a confirmation, past person that you have been connected to, and or you. So either you, whoever's listening to this, either you have been looking and keeping tabs on someone from your past that you are spiritually connected to. And if it's not you, then someone from your past is keeping tabs on you through social media online. So, I'm sorry. And then number 3 are the new career opportunities. There's the third category are for business and for partnerships. People that are looking at you, they're either going to want to collaborate with you on something or offer you a job, but there's some sort of work or income that is going to come through your social media of someone that has been watching you for a while, and others it will be like they just stumbled, something led them, and then they found you. So the eyes, very, very, very important. You're being watched, and or you're watching another person. It seems like no matter where I go outside, cars just find me. It's so annoying. Anyway, sorry. Okay, so I wanted to talk about that. So the eyes, and I feel like, and I know I've talked about this before, but I will reiterate it. So when you look into a person's eyes, And especially if you're attracted to them, and let's talk about, and I'll just be more specific, uh, about with your soulmate or a person that, you just have this kinship to, this a chemistry with. When you look into their eyes, they say, like, when looking to someone's eyes, it's like looking into their soul. And it's true. You can sometimes look into someone's eyes and look through them, where you do see them on a soul level. Like, you can see their heart, you can see their emotional body on the inside. And the reason why I say that is that the lingering looks between you and this individual, that's bonding, that's intimacy. It's showing you how intimate you can be, and so pay attention that, you and this individual, and you may be listening to this going, I don't know who this is, or I think I know. I would say, maybe who likes to stare at you, find out who's staring at you, or who do you keep looking towards. That's who you're interested in. I'm not trying to say every single person that you look at, is your soulmate, but, being specifically, this person, and you know them because of the fact that they've awoken something in you internally. It's not all external. It's an internal thing. Whether you're experiencing butterflies or, again, it's this energy where it's just something about them. You'll either be and want to run to the experience, or your blocks will come up because there's something about that experience. There's something about this feeling, about this person, and could be a very easiness being with this person. Like, you can be yourself. There's just this easiness. So everyone's going to experience their connections, a different way. Those are just some of the common ways that our bodies tell us that we are experiencing a soul connection. But in saying that, I feel that both parties want to stare lingering. I can't talk. I can never talk. I'm so tired. Both parties want to stare languidly. How do we like that word? Languidly into each other's eyes. There's a flow between these two. There is definitely a flow between these two. However, I feel one or two things. Number one, if these two people continue, depending on where they're at and what's their environment, if they continue to languidly stare into each other's eyes, what's going to happen? Boom. The clothes are going to come off. Someone's going to be bent over or on the floor or on their knees. It's going to be on with these two. It is like literally striking a fucking match with the both of them. That's how it is with them. Like, boom. They have this sort of like synergy where they could be talking and, like, you go to banter and talk, and next thing you know, the clothes are off and they're screwing and and it's done, and then they continue talking like nothing didn't happen, but everything happened. That, not ignoring, they just had amazing sex, but it's like these two, they don't miss a beat. That is just their energy. They don't miss a beat. And the second scenario could be that, this is really bad. I'm such an air sign, airhead, because I totally forgot what I was going to say. So maybe it wasn't that important. So we're just going to stick with one, and just one point of view, one channel message, which is, these two, they keep staring at each other's eyes, and the hands and the clothes are going to come off, and it's going to be all on each other. It is just that way between them. And that could feel a little scary or apprehensive, to one or the both of them. So you can kind of like, gauge if you are experiencing this, and if you are, exactly what I'm talking about. This person, you guys together are going to feel a little out of control. Like, seriously, a little Bonnie and Clyde, a little very out of control, a little like, let's get into a lot of trouble, out of control, which is really good. I feel like definitely, again, in Gemini energy, Geminis, we are the children of the zodiac, the lightness of being. And I feel like, especially when you're meeting someone new or you're restarting something with someone from the past, then you want to have that kind of light Gemini energy that's playful, that's a little bit mischievous, that's very, very sexy, and these two people, they definitely have lots of sexiness to go around between the both of them. And when I say two people, I don't feel it's like two specific people. I do feel that this is a collective energy. I saw the message in my mind, and that's why I think I did a podcast, months ago. Soulmates are coming. The horn was blown last year. The soulmates are coming, and they're here. For some people, that are listening to this, they've already met this person. For others, this person is coming in. For other people, it's also it's an awakening, because whatever relationship that they've had, let's say this is a person from your past, right? And you may now be on the journey of awakening and understanding and looking at this person and your relationship from a deeper level. Understanding that, wait a second, we have a spiritual connection. And it's not just rushing to put a label like, oh, we're in love, we must be soulmates. Like, that's fucking bullshit. And any person who are really true soulmates can tell you, that's been through that journey, that it's not like la 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 la. It's not like that, because you have a lot of Buddhism, we call it human revolution. You have a lot of growing. When you meet your soulmate, when you meet your twin flame, it is to be able to bring to the surface what needs to be healed, what in us that's wounded, that keeps us from being happy, keeps us from being our best selves. So we have to be able to engage self inward every day, to be able to know ourselves better, to work on ourselves, to accept the parts of ourselves that are sometimes very destructive to ourselves and to others, but to also love those parts of ourselves. I feel that when you're able to even be on that journey, be on that head trip, you're then able to accept other people, within that same manner. And I feel that that's when you're able to love more. Your heart expands more. You're expanding your capacity to love, and love is an energy as a human being. But the greatest way for us to do it and to express it and to learn these lessons, we do it through these love relationships, So I'm going to end there. So I see my brain. I'm going to end here. Thank you so much for listening. And for those of you that are spying, because that is what it is, spying and admiring, I'm going to say, kudos to you. And, whatever it is, have fun with it. Follow your heart. Follow your intuition. Thank you guys so much for listening. Take care.